Hi guys, it's Kathy. I hope you're doing well. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Guess what I found? Guess what I found? I know you already know because it's in the freaking title. It's so cool, guys. It's, it's not a short one. This is going to take a couple days to get through. But she's great. She's so good. And we watch these judges every day and we're like, oh man, I wonder what they were like when they were a lawyer. I wonder how they handled this when they were a lawyer. And oh man, Linus, thank you so much. Hold on. I think there was a second one, Linus, right? I think I owe you a double thank you. Is that right? Hold on. Yes. That's crazy. Okay. All right. All right. There we go. 15 months. You go, girl. So this was 2021. Pandemic. Everything. And she's so good. It's so good. Here we go. This is a murder. So someone dies, and there are 3 defendants. My mouse went away for a second. Of course it did, but no, we're good.
Please rise. 34th District Court is now in session. The Honorable Tina Brooks Green presiding.
Have a seat. Calling the case of People versus Timothy Moore on behalf of the people. Let me do all 3. Hang on just a second. Timothy Moore, Shandon Groom, and Shane Evans on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Victoria Shackelford appearing on behalf of the people.
On behalf of Mr. Moore.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christina Joseph appearing with and on behalf of Mr. Timothy Moore.
On behalf of Mr. Groom.
David I. Goldstein appearing on behalf of defendant Groom.
And on behalf of Mr. Evans.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Coral Watt appearing on behalf of Mr. Evans.
And as I indicated before we went on the record, as we're all seated in social distance, if you're comfortable, you can take your mask off. If you're not, you can leave your mask on. It's up to you. I would ask that if you leave the space that you're in to put your mask back on, but otherwise, whatever your comfort level is.
Your Honor, I probably should have asked this before we went on the record, but given the awkwardness of the courtroom because of the nature of the 3 defendants and so forth, are you going to require us to stand when we address the court?
Your preference. I'm okay if you don't,
Okay.
especially because you have the as long as she can pick it up on the recording, and as long as everyone else can hear you, I will dispense with the formalities of standing. It's your preference. Same thing, Ms. Shackelford. It's your preference if you want to stand or sit, whatever your comfort level
And
is.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Rachel McDuffie is my second chair. Can she just put her appearance on the record?
Yes.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rachel McDuffie for the people, P number 82916.
Are we ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor. I need to find my phone and I will text you on this. Shoot. Yeah, I'm gonna be different. Oh. Yeah. Can you?
So you figured it out. She's top right. She's about to question a witness. Who?
You are.
I know, Martha. I'm so excited.
No, just you, and then Ms. Joshua after. All right, thank you.
I don't remember this happening. I was so excited. She's calling the witness. She is. The witness is probably way in a separate room because of COVID. They had to wait another year for them to get him out of the chamber they're in. Spray him down, mask him up, put him in a bubble. I wish I could see Judge Green, but I cannot. Yo, Judge Green is really good too. Her and Shackelford are great together.
Do you see the vehicle and
Purposes of exam is the defendant.
thank you.
Stipulated.
So, Mr. Richardson, I want to ask you some questions about the year 2017. Do you recall, were you incarcerated during any time that year?
Yes.
Okay, and do you recall approximate dates that you would have been incarcerated?
I went to jail like June 6th to like November. Like I did 6 months, so like mid-November.
Okay, and sir, let me ask you, when you went to jail on that day, can you tell me, where'd you go to court?
Toledo Municipal.
To Toledo Municipal Court?
Yeah.
And when you went to that court, what were you driving?
My truck.
All right, and can you tell me a little bit about that truck?
It's a blue Ram truck.
Okay, a blue Ram truck. And when you, do you know what year it was?
Like 09 or so.
Okay. Sir, I'm gonna approach you here with People's Proposed Exhibit 6A. Approaching, Your Honor, may I?
Go ahead.
Sure. Do you see the vehicle in this photo marked 6A?
Yeah.
Do you recognize that vehicle?
Yeah, it kind of look like my truck.
It kind of looks like your truck, or it's your truck?
It's kind of like my truck.
Okay, do you recall, let me ask you this. We'll go back to the jail, okay? But let me ask you this. Did you at some time get interviewed by Michigan State Police?
Yes.
Okay, and when you were interviewed with Michigan State Police, did you give them permission to take custody of your blue Dodge Ram?
Yes.
Okay, you did that. And here I'm going to show you 6C. Do you recognize that photograph?
6 what, I'm sorry?
6C?
That could be my truck.
It could be your truck.
It could be. It's
Okay.
a lot of, blue trucks.
That's
It's my
fine.
truck.
All right, so I want to take you back a little bit now, back to when you went to court, Toledo Municipal Court. When you went to that court, you said you thought it was about June 6th?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, but yes, yes. Like June 6th, I don't know the exact date.
If your booking records or the jail records indicated that you were taken into custody on June 7th, would you dispute that?
No,
Okay, so you're taken into custody, and what, do you know approximately when you got out?
not exact date, no.
All
Just
right.
in November.
Sometime in November? Okay. And if the record showed that it was November 14th of 2017, would you dispute that?
Nope, middle of November.
Okay. So when you went to court on that day, do you recall, where did you leave from? When you woke up in the morning,
I
right?
can't tell you that. I don't recall that.
All right, do you recall where you
4 years
lived?
ago now.
Do you recall where you lived at that time?
I want to say Gardens. I don't know. I'll say a few other places is in
Okay, but it could have been Weston Gardens.
Western Gardens. Yeah.
So did you take anyone with you when you went to court on that day?
Yeah, Shannon rode with me.
All right. And do you call Shandon
Hi,
something
Micah.
besides Shandon?
Chico?
Chico? Okay. So, Shandon rode with you to court?
Yeah,
Just you two
yeah,
in your truck?
yeah.
So when you get to the court, what happens?
I get locked up.
All right. And who took possession? Did you have your phone with you on that day?
I think my phone was in my truck.
Okay. And did you, who took your truck home or took your truck? Who'd you give possession of your truck to?
My truck was parked. I don't know who exactly moved it, but it was parked when I went to court.
Okay. Sir, do you recall giving an interview to Michigan State Police back on November 5th of 2017?
No.
You don't recall meeting with this officer sitting right here, Detective Plummer?
Not
At a
November
jail?
5th, 2017, no.
Oh, I'm sorry, 2020.
Oh.
Do you recall? That's my bad. Do you recall that?
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
All right. And when you had that interview with them, do you recall telling them that Shandon Groom took your truck and your phone and had possession of them when you went to jail?
No, I didn't know who had my possession.
Okay,
Myself.
so you don't recall?
I was incarcerated.
Yes or no, did you say that?
I don't recall.
Okay. I want you to listen to this clip here and tell me if you recall making this statement.
My girl could have had to. She the only one, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I think Shannon had it when I first went to jail. Like I said, I went to jail. Shannon came with me. My girl didn't come with me. He came with me. So I went to jail. He took my truck and my phone and everything.
You remember making that?
Michael, thank you, Michael.
That statement?
Yeah, I said when I went to court, he was with me, so
No,
like I said,
sir.
I don't know who moved my
Sir,
truck.
Your Honor, this is obviously an argumentative witness. At this time, I'm going to ask that I be able to treat him as an adverse witness.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Sir, isn't it true that you told police on that date when you were interviewed by Detective Plummer and another Michigan State police officer that when you went to court that day and you went to jail, that Shandon Groom, Chico, had your phone and your truck?
No, I said my phone was inside my truck. The day that I was there, my phone was inside my truck. Really,
Sir,
all of
these
it,
are, no.
everything.
This is a yes
You
or
only
no.
you only showing clips of it. You only show the beginning of when I said I don't know. Who
Your Honor.
And Judge, at this point, I'm going to object. I would ask that the prosecutor let the witness answer the question. He's trying to answer, and she's cutting him off.
Judge, I am allowed to lead. It's a
You're
yes or
allowed
no
to lead.
question.
She's not
I only
objecting
want
on
one-
the basis of leading you.
I'm not.
just saying
It's
not
that
letting him
it's
answer
about
the
cutting him off, but let him, I mean, you played the tape where clearly he makes a statement to the detective that is, and so you can follow it up from there.
So, you indicated that he had your truck when he left. Is that correct? When you went to
He
jail?
could have possibly moved it, yes.
All right. I didn't ask you that.
Well, I'm definitely telling you now.
And when you got out of jail in November, you learned that Shannon Groom had blown the engine of your truck. Yes or no?
Yes, the motor was blown. Yes, my truck was parked and blown.
Okay, your truck was just parked on Bloom.
Yes.
You didn't tell police that, did you? When you were interviewed
They didn't
back
ask
in
me.
November? Yes or no?
They didn't ask me that, ma'am.
Okay,
If they would have asked me, I would have told them.
okay.
Yes, ma'am.
But you indicated at that time that you got your truck back, Shannon Groom had blown the engine of your truck while you were in custody. Yes or no?
Yes, the truck motor was blown.
Okay. And sir, can you tell me what was your phone number back in 2017?
419-206-4931.
And back in 2017, while you were incarcerated, where did Shandon Groom live?
Came and called.
Okay, do you recall making a statement to the police officer about an apartment on Ashcroft and Ashland and Baycroft? Do you recall making that statement to Michigan State Police?
He could have been there. He could have stayed there. I don't
Okay,
know.
but that's not, sir. Do you recall making a statement?
I don't recall. Can you
Okay.
play it back?
Yep, I
don't
sure
recall.
can.
I'm sorry, it was months ago.
When you were in jail, where was Chico staying? Well, I was in jail staying on Ashland and Bancroft.
So back then, You knew the answer to that question. You said Ashland Bancroft, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And are you aware, or do you know an individual by the name of Tim Moore?
I heard of him.
All right, you've never seen him before?
No.
Okay. Did you know how he was related to Shannon Groom?
Guess they cousins or so. I don't know.
All right. And did you know if Timothy Moore had a dating relationship with a certain individual?
No.
You don't, do you recall telling police back in 2020 when you were interviewed that you were aware of Timothy Moore and that he had a dating relationship with Groom's cousin? Do you recall making that statement?
No.
All right. Let's see. Can we have that clip, please?
How is Dillard, is Tim dating a Dillard? Yeah. Is he not supposed to be, but he is, or what? But like I said, that's Shannon, the Dillards is Shannon's mom's side, and then the Grooms is his dad's side. So he's dating is the groom, but yeah, he dating, okay. So yeah, so that's Shannon cousin, he dating Shannon auntie. Okay, so Tim is dating Shannon's auntie. Okay. No, wait, that's his cousin. That's his cousin. Right. He's on the other side of the family. On the side of the family, right. This one. All right. Yeah, so it sounds kind of funny. But they not blood. They not blood.
You recall saying that now?
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
All right. And that cousin's name is Felicia Dillard, right?
Yes, that's his name, yes.
Okay, that's the cousin that Moore was dating.
Yes.
Okay. Now, back in 2017, was Shannon Groom in a relationship?
Yep.
All right, who was he in a relationship with?
His name's Charmaine, I don't know.
Okay, her name's Charmaine.
Yeah.
Do you know what ended up happening to Charmaine? She's still with us.
Why? I don't see why that question even
Well,
asked.
You have to ask the question, you have to answer the questions even if you.
But she deceased right now?
She's deceased, okay, but back in 2017, Groom was in a relationship with her, correct?
Yes.
And that Ashland and Bancroft apartment was where he resided with Charmaine, correct?
Yeah, she stayed there, yeah.
Okay. I need just 1 second, Judge. Let me ask you another question. This blue Dodge Ram that you had, was it registered in your name?
No.
Whose name was that registered in?
My little brother.
Is that Arthur Greenlee?
Yes.
Judge, I need just one moment. I have no further questions.
Ms. Joseph?
Good morning.
Good morning.
So back in June of 2017, you didn't know my client Timothy Moore, did you?
No.
And in fact, you had never seen him in all of 2017,
I never
correct?
even heard his name. Like, I never even known of a Timothy Moore.
You had never even heard of a Timothy Moore in 2017, okay.
No.
And so you didn't know who Timothy Moore was or was not dating in 2017, correct?
No.
And you never gave Timothy Moore your phone back in 2017, did you?
No.
In fact, you never gave Timothy Moore your phone, right?
2017, I ain't never, like I said, never even heard of Timothy Moore.
And you never gave Timothy Moore your truck?
No.
Right? And you were you went to jail June 6, 2017, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so you don't actually know who or if anyone had your truck on June 22nd, 2017, do you?
No.
And that's because you were incarcerated on June 6th, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So on June 22nd, 2017, you were incarcerated,
Yes.
right? Okay. And you don't know who had your phone that day either, do you?
No.
Of course, that's because you were incarcerated, right?
Yes.
Okay. And because you were incarcerated on June 22nd, 2017, you really can't say what your truck did or didn't look like on that day, right?
Correct.
And you were arrested and booked on first-degree murder charges in this case, weren't you?
Correct.
And those charges were dismissed, weren't they?
Correct.
Nothing further.
Mr. Goldstein.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Richardson, you testified that you've known Mr. Groom for about 10 years. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. How would you describe your relationship with him?
Like a brother.
Was it always that way?
Mm-hmm.
Especially in 2017
Yes.
and after 2017?
Yes.
Hasn't changed?
No.
You guys get together a lot?
Yes.
Talk a lot?
Yes.
Share stories back and forth?
Yes.
Some good, some bad?
Everything.
Okay. You trust him?
Yes.
Do you believe he trusts you?
Yes.
So he tells you things that some people might consider to be bad, isn't that true?
Yes.
For example, he told you about something that happened years ago when he went out into a field with somebody else and stole some marijuana.
Yeah.
I'm gonna object, Your Honor, to relevance.
What's the relevance, Mr.
I'm laying a
Goldstein?
foundation for a question that's coming in just a minute. Your Honor. Give me a minute, Your Honor.
Speed it up.
I will. I know, Judge. You and I have been around this before. Okay. In the years that you've known Mr. Groom, did he ever tell you anything about this case?
No.
Did he ever say anything to you that led you to believe that he had any knowledge of this case?
No.
Did he ever mention this case to you at all?
At all. Not at all.
Did he ever tell you that he was involved in a robbery?
No.
And again, Your Honor, I'm gonna object. I don't know what the relevance is of this.
Well, Your Honor, it's interesting because in his interviews with the police, they asked him those exact questions. So they must have thought it was relevant. And it has to do with with whether or not my client made comments, whether or not my client made
Well,
confessions.
okay, he's already said he hasn't, so move on to something else.
Sir, you were expecting to go to jail on June 7th, weren't you?
No.
You had no idea?
It was I kind of did, but I'm like, I really didn't know. It was only for a driving case, so I didn't think I was going to go to jail, do 6 months for driving.
So you didn't ask Mr. Groom to come with you specifically so that he could take your truck at the end of the day?
Like when I go to court, I normally have somebody come with me just in case I do go and somebody could go take my belongings. And
You didn't actually give him your phone, did you?
no.
Phone was in the truck.
Yes.
Did you tell him it was in the truck?
I don't probably when he got in, he synced it, but I didn't tell him off the jump like it was in the truck.
Did you have any conversations with him about your phone?
Um.
That day, I'm talking about on June 7th.
Oh no.
Obviously, you were locked up on June 7th, so you don't know who drove your truck away from the Toledo Municipal Court, do you?
Correct.
It could have been him, could have been somebody else.
I think he could have somebody call up there and get the truck because he ain't had no license. I don't
So
know.
objection, speculation.
Sustained.
Do you know whether or not Mr. Groom had a license on that date?
He didn't. No, for sure.
And I don't want to belabor the point, but you don't know who had your truck and who was driving your truck on the 8th of June, 9th of June, 10th of June, 22nd of June, et cetera.
I was incarcerated. Last time I spoke with someone, it was almost on like the 4th of July. It was around fireworks, and everybody was telling me how to get together going, and things like that.
Now, when you got out of jail on the 14th, I think it was, or 15th of July, I'm sorry, November, you said your truck was parked?
Yes.
Okay, and where was the truck parked?
On Bloom Street.
Sir?
On Bloom.
Okay, and what was that location?
I can't give you the exact address.
I don't
Is
mean-
that in
Oh, Toledo, Ohio,
You were in Toledo?
Yes, Toledo.
Okay.
I don't mean the exact address. I mean, whose house was that? Or
It was one of my rental properties.
one of yours?
Yes.
Not Mr. Groom's, not Mr. Groom's?
No.
And you discovered that the truck was not operating.
Yes.
The engine was blown?
Yes.
Did you ever have any conversations with Mr. Groom about his use of the truck while you were in jail or how the truck got to be in that condition?
Not until I got out of jail. Then he said like the engine had blown. It was parked.
And that's all he said. He didn't give you any details or
No.
who was driving it or how it got
He
blown.
said the engine was blown. It was parked.
What about use of your phone? Did he ever talk to you about using your phone?
No.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Miss Watt, you don't have any questions for this witness?
No questions, Your Honor.
I have a brief redirect, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Sir, while you were in jail at Stryker, right, that's where you were, you talked to Shandon Groom on jail calls, didn't you?
Mhm.
Is that a
Yeah.
yes?
Yes.
And when you talked to him on jail calls, he was calling you from your own phone number. Isn't that true?
No, it's not.
Are you sure?
Positive. How can he call in on my cell phone when you can't call in on Stryker? I don't even call out on
Okay.
Stryker number
Who
one.
were you calling out to? You,
My girl, Entiana Joshua.
all right, are you telling me that you were calling out of the jail and making recorded jail calls
Mhm.
and that you were never talking to Chico at that 4931 number that was, and sir, I want to stop you for a moment. Do you understand that this is a capital case?
Yes.
And do you understand what the penalty for perjury is in a
Yes.
capital case?
Yes.
Do you understand the
Yes.
potential of life in prison?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to ask again.
Mhm.
When you called out of the jail to your phone number that you put on the record earlier and spoke to Shandon Groom at that number, didn't you?
I don't recall.
You don't recall.
I do not recall.
Okay.
Only person I recall.
No,
talking
sir,
to
I'm-
someone
I-
on the
that's-
Your
phone.
Honor.
That's,
but-
he doesn't, you can't try to tell your side of the story. You have to answer her questions. And then if they want to clear it up, they can do that, okay?
Mhm.
Okay.
And
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
sir, you were asked, had you ever been to Belleville when you talked to the police back in November of 2020? And your answer to that was no, correct?
Your Honor, I'm going to object. This goes beyond the
It does.
scope of cross-examination.
Absolutely does.
Ms. Shackelford,
Judge, it's
She
one
can-
question.
It still
I'll-
goes beyond the scope.
she can go beyond the scope limited.
Sir, you told police back in November of 2020, when you were interviewed by Michigan State police officers, you told them on that date that you did know Tim Moore through Groom, who was his cousin. Isn't that
But
true?
that was after I got it. Jail. That was after I got to jail. Before I went to jail, I didn't never
Okay.
meet Tim. I never heard of Tim a day in my life.
All
I
right,
didn't
that's
never,
fair.
Never.
So when you're in court on June 7th of 2017, right?
Mhm.
The only one you brought with you was Mr. Groom, right?
Yes.
And the judge tells you you're going to the back, right?
Yes.
Where were your car keys?
In my pockets.
What did you do with them? Did you
The
take them?
the sheriff took it out of my pocket and gave it to Mr. Graham.
Okay, and you saw that?
Yes, everybody.
Okay. And when you got out of jail in November, you had a conversation with Groom where he told you, oh yeah, the engine's blown on the truck and this is where it's parked, correct?
Yes. That's when I got out of jail, correct.
Okay. No further questions.
Anything else? Tim, who's taking him out?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Mr. Richardson, you're gonna go with Officer
That's a
Garcia.
good question.
If I may have a moment, Judge.
You can't really ask me a question. What is it?
About like all my property.
Ask Officer, as Officer Garcia is taking you out, ask him and then he can talk to me about it and then I'll get an answer for you,
Okay,
okay?
thank you.
Josh. As soon as Josh is done testifying. And Your Honor, I'm just contacting my next.
No, that's fine.
She's so good. I wish this stream was at night with beer instead of in the morning with coffee. She would be way funnier on my third beer.
Can you go ahead and come on in the door?
Listen how nice she's talking to him. It's fake. You're gonna get it. Hi, Terry. She gonna treat this one as a hostile witness as well. I should make it an Irish coffee. I have off today. I'm not leaving the house. Day drinking, fine. As soon as you wake up drinking, oof, oof. Not even I do
What's
that.
the name of the next witness?
And Antiana Joshua. I think it's Antiana. Joshua is Joshaway.
Thank you.
Judge, the other judge, the not a judge yet judge. Don't make her cry. Be nice.
Okay. And has he been friends with Arthur for a long time?
Before I even met Arthur, yes.
All right.
206-4931.
Thank you. And are you familiar with an individual named Shandon Groom?
Yes.
All right. And do you know him by something other than Shandon Groom?
Chico.
Chico? Okay. And do you know an individual by the name of Tim Moore?
I didn't realize it until later on after the detective explained it. So yeah, I really didn't know his name was Timothy Moore.
Did you call him anything else, or?
I never really even spoke to him.
All right. Did you just know that did you know if he had a relationship with Shandon Groom?
Yeah, I know that.
Do you know what that relationship was?
They were cousins.
Okay. And do you know Shandon Groom well?
Well, yeah, well.
All right.
Through Arthur, that's his friend.
Okay. And has he been friends with Arthur for a long time?
Before I even met Arthur, yes.
All right. So has Shandon Groom been to your home before?
Yeah.
And do you recall back in 2017 if Shandon Groom was married or had a relationship with anyone?
Yes.
And do you recall who that person was?
Charmaine.
Okay. And let me ask you about, are you familiar with an address on 14th Street?
14th Street, downtown, yes.
In Toledo, I should be more specific.
Yes.
Okay, and are you specifically familiar with an address of 322 14th Street?
Yes, that's Arthur's mom's. Well, she lived there, yeah.
She lived there? She lived back there in 2017?
Yeah.
And do you recall where you were living in 2017 when Arthur went to jail?
I was living with his mom.
Okay, you were at mom's?
Mhm.
Okay. Now, I want to talk to you about around June 7th of 2017. Do you recall that day when Richardson went to jail?
I do, but then again, I didn't know nothing about it because me and Arthur had our own differences going on.
Okay.
So I know he had court that morning, and then I got a phone call stating that Arthur was arrested from court.
All right, who'd you get that call from?
Chico called me and Arthur called me from jail.
Okay, and when Chico was calling you, let me ask you, during that time when Richardson was in jail, from June to November of 2017, you continued to have contact with Shandon Groom, is that correct?
No.
You don't recall having contact with him over that break?
I did maybe like once or twice, but
Okay.
that was it.
Do you recall meeting with police back in November of 2020, November 5th? Some officers came to your house,
Yes,
you sat in
yes,
the car?
Yes.
Okay, and you remember you talked to them, you gave an interview, right?
Mhm.
And do you remember in that interview telling them that you had continued contact with Chico while Richardson was in jail because he was looking after you and the kids?
Yeah, he checked on us, but I only heard from him like twice the most.
Okay. So 2 contacts from June to November to you is continued contact.
Yeah.
All right. And when Richardson went to jail, who had his truck?
The day he went to jail, Chico had the car.
Okay.
But other than that, I'm not sure. I know he had it that day.
All right. And Chico had his phone too, right?
I'm not sure if the phone was where the phone was, or if Arthur
Right.
handed him the phone, or if it was left in the car.
Ma'am, do you recall making a statement to police back on November 5th? And they specifically asked you who had Richardson's truck while he was in jail. Do you recall being asked that question?
Yes.
Okay, and do you recall giving the answer at that time that Chico had it?
Yes, because all I knew is that he had it that
Okay.
day, so I don't know
Ma'am.
anything after that.
And you also told police that he had his phone, is that correct?
The phone was handed to him with Arthur property when Arthur went to jail.
All right, ma'am, I'm gonna ask you to listen to this clip and tell me if this jogs your memory.
Yeah, I guess he needed I don't know. He had like his he was in his car and stuff, and then he needed to call him for him to like, I don't know, like he basically was like looking out after me and my kids while Arthur was gone.
So Chico was looking out?
Yeah.
Okay. And so when did
So in that statement that we just heard, that's you, right?
Yes.
And you told police back on November 5th of 2020 that Chico had his truck while he was incarcerated, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, and you told police on that date that Chico had his phone as well, right? Because he needed to call him, meaning Richardson needed to call Chico, is that correct?
I'm not sure if he was calling him from that phone. Chico had his own phone, so.
Okay, you were asked about that, and you said you didn't know if Chico had his own phone. You
Yeah.
remember saying that?
Well, he called me from a number, so I'm guessing that was his number.
He called you from Richardson's phone too, didn't he?
No.
Are you, ma'am? Do you understand you're testifying in a capital case?
Yes, he
Okay,
didn't call me
ma'am,
from
let me finish, because I think this
Wait,
is important.
hold on just a second. You'll be able to answer, let her ask
Oh,
the
okay.
question and then we'll go from there,
All right.
okay?
Okay.
Ma'am, this is important, okay?
Mhm.
You understand this is a capital case.
Correct.
Do you understand that you're under oath?
Yes.
Do you understand what the penalties of perjury are in a capital case?
Yes.
Do you understand it's life in prison?
Yes.
If you are charged with perjury, for perjuring yourself on the stand, that could be the sentence on that. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, so you told officers in November that Chico had Richardson's truck and his phone, right?
Yes.
You told officers back in November that
Your Honor, I'm going to object. We have not had this witness declared as a hostile witness, and she's saying they're badgering this witness.
And Judge,
She's intimidating her and badgering her. She testified, I'm sorry, Ms. Johnson.
No, go ahead.
She testified that she knew where the truck and the phone were that day. And she said beyond that, she didn't know. And that's not contrary to what she told the police.
Speaking
I'm gonna
objection.
what's your objection?
I'm joining the objection, and I'm also objecting because the prosecution continues to cut off the witness. Just because they don't like her answer, they're not letting her answer.
What I'm gonna do it, first of all, as far as, you're right, she hasn't been declared as a hostile witness, but her question was a yes or no answer. It wasn't a leading question, so it's not leading, but let her answer and just take it down just a notch right at this moment.
Judge, at this time, I would ask to have the witness declared as a hostile witness.
I'm going to object.
Well,
He's
I'm not going to do it at this moment. Ask her the question.
Ma'am, back in 2020.
Or wait a second, you just asked her, is it true that he had the phone and the truck? And she said yes.
Okay.
So now what's your next question?
My next question is, understanding what we've gone over, isn't it true that did you have contact with Shandon Groom through Arthur Richardson's phone number during that time that Arthur Richardson was incarcerated?
I did not.
Okay. And didn't you tell officers that when Art got out, Chico gave him the phone back?
Your Honor, if she's gonna be playing something else, I think it's more proper to ask her whether she knows.
Well, she
Well,
just
I
did.
did.
She didn't answer. Did you tell the police that he gave him his phone back when he got out?
I know when he got his truck, I believe the phone was inside of his car.
Okay.
Inside the truck or inside?
Inside the truck, yeah.
And so Richardson got his truck back from Shandon Grimm. When
Objection,
he
Your
got
Honor,
out.
that assumes a fact that's not in evidence.
Your Honor, I think that's what she just said.
Sustained. That's not what she said. She said when he got his truck back. I mean, the prior testimony was that the engine was blown, so it's sort of not possible to give somebody a vehicle back.
Do you know when Richardson got out of jail, how did he get his truck back?
He went around there and got it. Well,
Around
he couldn't
where?
get it because it was broke down. But we went to one of his houses he owned, and he went and the truck was parked in the driveway.
Who owned?
Arthur.
And that's on Bloom Street.
Yes.
I need just 1 second. No further questions.
Ms. Joseph.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
You didn't know Timothy Moore back in 2017, did you?
No,
You had never talked to Timothy Moore in 2017, did you?
Me
never.
too.
I really still don't really know him.
Okay. So it's fair to say you really don't know Timothy Moore even today, right?
Right.
Okay. And you absolutely did not know Timothy Moore back in June of 2017, did you?
Never even seen him.
And you never gave Mr. Moore anyone's cell phone back in 2017, did you?
No.
And as far as you know, Mr. Richardson, he also didn't know Timothy Moore back in 2017, if you know.
No, he didn't.
Sorry, I was not muted this whole time. I didn't realize. I just want to tell you guys something important that we missed at the beginning. This is just a probable cause hearing. This is just a probable cause hearing. I know the verdict of the entirety, okay? But what we're watching for the next couple days is not a trial. This is just to see if there's probable cause to move forward.
And as far as you know, Mr.
Crazy.
Richardson, back in 2017, you never saw him give Mr. Moore a phone, right?
Didn't know of Mr. Moore.
Okay. And you didn't see him give Mr. Moore a truck or keys to a truck, right?
Never knew of Mr. Moore.
And as far as you know, back in June of 2017, Mr. Moore did not have Art Richardson's phone or truck, right?
No, never knew him.
And it's fair to say that you don't know who had the truck on June 22nd, 2017, right?
I don't know. I know who had it the day Arthur was arrested, and that was it. Like, I had bigger problems going on at the time. I had 2 kids. Arthur was in jail. I had school. I had to go to work. I had a lot of stress. So, no, I don't know.
Understandable. You had to take care of yourself.
Right.
Now, you gave some statements to police, right? And
Yes.
Yes.
And about when was that?
I guess November.
So it was quite a bit ago, right?
Right.
And of course, you've continued to live your life since then, right?
Correct.
Okay. Is it fair to say that you were nervous when you were talking to police?
Yes, I was, because I have never been in that situation before. I've never been in this situation ever. So yeah, it was traumatizing.
Okay. And it's fair to say that you may not remember every single thing that you told police back in November, right?
Correct.
Okay. And on June, I've heard either June or 6th or 7th. Do you recall what date it was that Art went to jail?
Honestly, I don't know, because me and him was on a rocky end at that moment. So
Okay.
otherwise, I probably would have been the one to go to court with him. But being that me and him wasn't kind of like speaking that much, so yeah.
Understandable. So you were not with Mr. Richardson in court when he went to jail in June of 6th or 7th of 2017, right? Okay, so you didn't see anybody get or take over his phone?
Correct.
Okay, and you didn't see anybody get or take over his keys that day, right?
Right.
And that's because you weren't there, right?
Right.
Okay. Nothing further, Judge.
Mr. Goldstein?
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Joshua, I don't want to cover the same things that she did, but I do have a couple of questions.
Okay.
All right. Between the time that Mr. Richardson went to jail on June 7th, 2017, until he got out of jail on the 14th of November, did you see the vehicle?
I seen it the same day that Arthur was arrested.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Between those two dates?
No, I never.
Okay, never saw it. And your understanding is that he recovered it from the location of one of his houses in
Yes,
Toledo?
he did.
It was parked there or sitting there?
Yes, it was sitting there.
And your understanding is that the phone was in the vehicle?
Correct.
I don't have any further questions.
Ms. Watt, you don't have any questions, do you?
No questions.
Ms. Shackelford, any follow-up?
Just one. So, Ms. Joshua, when you made those, I understand you've never been in this position before, right? But when you made those statements back in November 2020, you knew you were talking to police, right? And you knew it was important to tell the truth, right?
Correct.
So when you talked to police back in November 2020, were you making truthful statements?
Yes, I was.
Okay, were you, sorry.
And I also I was trying to understand why Arthur was arrested. And I'm like, I was so flabbergasted over that. I just wanted him to get, out of jail because he didn't do anything. Like, he was incarcerated at the time.
No, I understand that, but you're talking to police and you're being truthful with them, right?
Correct.
All right, no further questions.
Officer Garcia, if you can, he's gonna walk you back out,
Okay.
okay?
All right. What do I do next?
She'll take, and you're excused. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned.
She's excused, everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
What
So
does
just
that
follow
mean?
the
That means
officer.
you're all set to go, Ms.
Oh,
Joshua.
okay.
Ms. Shackelford, who's your next witness?
We're gonna call Danielle Moss.
What's the name?
Danielle Moss, it's Mauss.
First name Daniel?
Danielle.
Danielle, I got it.
You didn't know you're needed.
I never did breakfast. Breakfast, never. Just lunch or dinner was my first meal. Now, every morning.
Evans.
Yes.
All right, how do you know Shane Evans?
He's related to him on his mom's side.
All right, related to who?
Judge, we would stipulate to identification for purposes of the exam.
So stipulated.
How do you know Timothy Moore?
We have kids together.
All right, are you in a dating relationship?
Yes.
All right. Let me ask you, do you know an individual by the name of Shane Evans?
Yes.
All right, how do you know Shane Evans?
He's related to him on his mom's side.
All right, related to who?
Timothy.
Okay, and do you know how are they related?
I think by marriage.
All right, are they like brothers, cousins?
Yeah, brothers.
Brothers, okay. And do you see Shane Evans in the courtroom today?
Yes.
Miss Watt, will you stipulate to identification?
Yes, I would stipulate for exam purposes on.
Thank you.
So, and do you know an individual by the name of Shandon Groom?
Yes.
All right, and does he go by another name?
Chico.
All right. And how do you know him?
He's Tim's cousin.
And you indicated you were familiar with an individual, Shane Evans, right? Had you ever been to the home where Shane Evans resides?
Yes.
All right, can you tell me where that home was?
I do not know the address. It's in Belleville, Michigan.
All right. Do you remember what road it's on?
Judd
Road? Okay. And how many times had you been to that house?
Quite a few.
And do you know who else resided in that house with Shane Evans?
His father,
What's his name?
Cecil.
And do you remember in 2017 if you would have visited that house on Judd Road?
Yes.
All right. And who would you have gone to that house with?
Timothy.
And was Shane Evans generally present when you went there?
No, not all the time.
In this 2017, do you recall if Timothy Moore and Shane Evans were associating with each other?
I don't really recall, to be technical, no.
Do you recall, ma'am, that you gave a statement to police on, you remember you met with an officer McDonald on November 5th?
Yeah.
All right. And do you recall telling him that during that time it was normal for Moore and Shane to hang out together?
Possibly, yes.
And do you know, ma'am, an individual by the name of Nicole Dillard?
Yes.
All right. How do you know Nicole Dillard?
Timothy would do tattoos at her house in 2017.
All right. Is she somehow related to anyone, if you know?
Not that I'm aware of.
And do you know an individual by the name of Felicia Dillard?
Yes.
And who is that?
Somebody Timothy Moore is dating, or, yeah.
Okay. And was he dating her in 2017?
No.
Are you sure?
I don't know. You're right. I don't know.
Okay. And do you know where Nicole Dillard lives?
No.
All right. Do you recall when you gave that interview to police, they asked you where she would have lived in 2017?
Yes.
All right. And do you recall giving an answer?
I said off of Door Street.
All right.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the answer.
Door Street is what I said.
And do you recall saying that was near Collingwood?
Yes.
All right. And is that in the city of
Toledo.
Toledo? Thank you. And do you know to this date if Nicole Dillard still resides in that area?
No, I do not.
Do you know if Nicole and Felicia are related?
Yes.
Do you know how?
Oh, they have the same last name.
Okay. And do you remember back in 2017, were you familiar with Shandon Groom at that time?
Not really, no. I kind of just started dating Timothy in February, so I was just kind of meeting them.
Would that be February 2017?
Correct.
Okay, and when you met with police in November of 2020 and gave that statement, were you being truthful?
Yes.
All right. And do you recall specifically being asked about Chico or Shandon Groom and if you knew what his relationship was in 2017?
I was asked how their relationship was. They didn't really specify at the time, I feel like.
I'm sorry, that was a really bad question. I'm going to ask again. Do you know if Shandon Groom was married in 2017?
I believe so.
All right. And do you remember what his wife's name was?
Charmaine.
Okay. I just need 1 second, Judge. And in that month of June of 2017, was Moore residing with you at that time?
No.
Okay, do you know where he was residing?
He wasn't really residing anywhere.
All right. And I don't want you to give me a street address, but where were you residing in June of 2017?
West of Michigan.
Okay, west of Michigan. And would that be with family members?
Yes.
Okay. Specifically your mother?
Yeah.
questions? Thank you. Good morning, Danielle.
Hi.
You just testified that in June of 2017, you didn't really know where Timothy was staying, right?
Correct.
But you know that he stayed at Nicole Dillard's house at some point in 2017, right?
Yes.
And specifically in June of 2017, he stayed at Nicole Dillard's house a few times at least, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you had picked him up from Nicole Dillard's a few times, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, back on June 12th of 2017, Mr. Moore and Mr. Evans were in a very serious car accident, right?
Yes.
I'm sorry, what was that date?
June 12th, 2017. And you saw Timothy after that car accident, right?
Yes.
And Judge, at this time, I would like to approach the witness with a potential exhibit, if I might. And I have you.
Has everybody seen it?
I've not, but I will. Okay.
I have
And I'm
not,
sorry,
but
who
I
was in the
will.
accident?
Timothy Moore and Shane Evans. Is that right, Ms. Moss?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Take a look at that. Judge, I don't know if your courtroom has exhibit tags or not.
She
but-
does.
Okay, I'll probably need one. And Ms. Moss, this picture in front of you, this picture is how you saw Timothy after the accident on June 12th, 2017, right?
Yes.
Okay. And does this picture fairly and accurately depict or show what he looked like on June 12th, 2017?
Yes.
Okay. And you saw him that day, June 12th, 2017,
Yes.
right? And Your Honor, at this time, I would move for the admission of this photo for exam purposes. No objection.
It's admitted.
And may I publish it to the court?
Yes.
Okay, now, June 12th, 2017, that's about 10 days before June 22nd, 2017, right?
Yes.
Okay, so, and in this picture and on that date, do you recall Mr. Moore having a neck brace on?
Correct.
Right? Okay, and he was obviously in the hospital that date, right? Okay.
Yes.
And it's your understanding that Mr. Moore was seriously injured on June 12th, 2017 from this car accident?
Yes.
And what kind of injuries do you recall him having?
Shoulder, ribs, neck. Is what I can recall.
Okay. And it's your understanding he's in a hospital gown in this picture because the paramedics actually had to cut off his clothing to get to him so urgently, right? Okay.
I'm gonna object. Does the witness have personal knowledge of that? Were you present? Was you present at the hospital to make that statement?
Not until I didn't enter the hospital till after they were.
That's fine, Judge. I'll move on. Ms. Moss, you saw Mr. Moore quite a lot after the accident, right?
Yes.
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 Is it fair to say you saw him just about every day in the first 10 days after that accident?
Yes.
And during those first 10 days after the accident, did you witness Mr. Moore in a lot of pain?
Yes.
He couldn't move around very well in those first 10 days after the accident, right?
Correct.
And at some point, you even had to help him get up off the couch, right?
Yes.
Okay, and that's because he was so injured he couldn't physically get himself up, right?
Yes.
And you recall him having pain in his ribs and shoulders specifically, right?
Specifically, yes.
And that pain lasted for quite some time,
Yeah.
right? And did you have to wrap him up in medical wraps every night around his rib area?
When he asked, yeah, he preferred being wrapped up in those, I don't know what they're called to be technical.
Okay. Would you say they're like maybe medical bandages?
Yeah, like the ones you just buy from the store that wrap around you with the Velcro.
Okay. You obviously have had a close relationship with Mr. Moore since 2017. Right?
Yes.
Okay. And you've been through ups and downs like any good relationship has, right?
Yes.
Okay. And on June 22nd, 2017, Mr. Moore never mentioned anything about a murder, did he?
No.
And he never mentioned anything about a robbery gone bad, did he?
No.
And he never mentioned anything about having a plan to go and steal anything from anybody, right?
No.
And to this date, Mr. Moore has never mentioned anything to you, the person he has a close relationship with, about ever murdering Miss Covington, right?
Correct.
And you've never overheard him talking about it, have you?
No.
Now going back to June of 2017, specifically June 5th, 2017, Mr. Moore had two twin daughters born that day, right?
Yes.
And they were premature and had some health complications, right?
Correct.
Okay. And so back at that time, do you remember Mr. Moore spending a lot of time at the hospital with those twin girls?
Yes.
And would you say he spent about 3 to 4 times a week at the hospital in Toledo with his twin daughters?
Yes.
And they were in the hospital for quite some time, weren't they?
I believe till like the end of July.
Okay. So those twin daughters were in the hospital from June 5th, 2017 to sometime at the end of July,
Yes.
right? Okay, so it's your understanding that on June 22nd, 2017, Mr. Moore had 2 twin daughters in the hospital in Toledo, right? What kind of hours would you see him normally go to the hospital?
During the day, at night, all different hours. Sometimes depends on my work schedule, because if he wasn't with me, he'd be there usually.
It wasn't uncommon for him to go later in the evening to the hospital, right?
No.
I might have one more minute. And just one last question. Ms. Moss, you've never seen Mr. Moore drive a blue Dodge Ram that might belong to an Art Richardson?
No, I don't remember.
Nothing further.
I have no questions, Your Honor.
Ms. Watt, anything?
Just a couple questions, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Ms. Knox. How are you?
Hi.
You indicated that you were aware that an accident took place that involved my client and Mr. Moore.
Yes.
Is that fair to say?
Yes.
And you've described being made familiar with the injuries that Mr. Moore sustained in that accident.
Yes.
Did you have any contact with Mr. Evans after that?
Yes, they shared a room.
Okay. And do you know, would it be fair to say that Mr. Evans had pretty serious injuries from that accident?
Yes.
Are you aware whether Mr. Evans actually had to undergo surgery for his injury?
I'm not aware.
Okay. And do you have any knowledge of how long Mr. Evans remained in the hospital with his injuries?
At least 24 hours, but I'm not exact on the exact time.
Do you know if Mr. Evans checked out of the hospital after or before Mr. Moore? Do you have any knowledge of that?
After.
After.
Yes.
And you've also indicated that in your statement to the police did you indicate to the police that Mr. Moore and Mr. Evans had contact with each other in 2017?
Yes.
Okay, but you didn't give the police any specific dates or time frames?
No, because I can't remember.
Okay, so it could have been at any time?
Yes.
Okay. And when you gave the police that information, you weren't specific about any month of 2017?
No, the only day specifically was June 12th because I remember that day, so.
Okay, so that would be the only day that you have an actual recollection of? Okay, I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Any redirect?
Just a few. Miss Mouse, so is it Mouse or Moss?
Moss.
Sorry. Miss Moss, so you know that Mr. Moore had this accident on June 12th, right?
Yes,
And how did he get out of the hospital?
I took him. I picked him up.
All right, and you knew he wasn't allowed to leave, right?
Correct.
Okay. and when
Objection, Judge, relevance as to whether he was or wasn't allowed to leave the hospital. It's not relevant to this case.
What
Well-
do you think the relevance?
Well, Your Honor, I do think it's relevant. And Your Honor, I do think it's relevant because a lot of questions were asked specifically about Timothy Moore's medical condition. And I think where I'm going with this is I want to ask her more questions about that. And I certainly think if an individual is able to get out of a bed and abscond from a hospital,
I don't know that abscond is the right word, even if you decide on your own that it's against medical advice, maybe
Okay.
is a better, I mean, it's not a criminal act, Ms. Shackelford, it's if you just.
Judge, he was,
Well, let me-
he was
let me
absconding.
ask you-
Judge, I'd object now.
Wait,
Now
let me hold it. Miss Moss, is it Moss?
Moss.
You took, you picked him up,
Correct.
correct? And he left before he was officially released by doctors?
Correct.
Okay. I mean, that's your answer.
Okay. And you indicated he had this shoulder and rib and neck injuries, and you were shown this photograph when he came out to your car. Did he ask you to come get him?
No, I came in.
Okay, and when you came in, did he leave the hospital with this neck brace
Exactly
on?
like that, yes.
All right, he had all these cords on
Yes.
him. Did he take a pole with him?
No.
Okay, so did he have IVs?
I don't remember.
And do you know that Mr. Groom has a Facebook account?
Objection
I'm
outside the
objecting, Your
outside the scope of redirect.
She said she doesn't have a Facebook, so it's academic.
So is it your testimony that after this June 12th crash, through the month that, how long was he injured and couldn't get off the couch?
I don't remember.
Okay. And you testified earlier when I was asking you questions that he wasn't living with you in June, right?
Correct.
Okay, so you weren't the one necessarily nursing him back to health. Is that fair?
Not technically.
All right. What do you mean?
Well, I mean as in, he stayed with Nicole, he stayed with me. After the accident, he stayed with me more. No, he did not like being in the state of Michigan, so that's why he did not live with me 30 out, you know what I mean?
And how long was it that he couldn't move or couldn't get off the couch?
Objection, Judge asked and answered. She asked that question. The answer was she doesn't
She
recall.
doesn't recall.
Okay. And ma'am, do you recall when you talked to Officer McDonald back in November when you had that interview I've asked you about earlier? You remember you told him in that interview that Shane Evans was playing hurt?
Objection, Judge. This is outside the scope of redirect. I didn't ask any questions about Mr. Evans.
She's not the only one that asked questions, Your Honor. Defense counsel for Mr. Evans.
I agree, and I'm gonna allow it.
I'm sorry, but
Do you recall telling officers when you were interviewed in 2020 by Officer McDonald, do you recall making the statement that, no, I'm sorry, you know what? Yep. Do you recall making a statement that Shane Evans was playing hurt for a
Yes.
lawsuit? And with respect to when Mr. Groom would or would not have been at a children's hospital.
Your Honor, I'm going to object. There was never any testimony about Mr. Groom being at a children's.
Oh, I'm so
Mr.
sorry. It's Mr. Moore.
Mr. Moore.
With respect to Mr. Moore being at this children's hospital in the summer of 2017, is it your testimony that did you go to the hospital with him?
yes,
Okay, and did you go to the hospital with him every time he went?
not every time,
Okay.
almost every time.
And he wasn't always living at your house?
Correct,
Okay, so you don't know what he was doing when he wasn't at your house?
correct.
Okay. No further questions.
Nothing,
I
Ms.
have-
Watt.
Yeah.
Did you, I'm sorry, Mr.
Yeah, I just have one brief question.
Go ahead.
Ms. Moss, when you saw Mr. Moore on June 12, 2017, he was wearing this neck brace, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you testified earlier that you saw him just about every day in June. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. Nothing further.
Ms. Watt?
Thank you. Ms. Moss, I just have a few questions for you. Do you have any medical training?
A little.
And what is the nature of that medical training?
Just a CNA.
Okay. Are you a physician?
No.
What about a registered nurse?
No.
And a CNA is a certified nursing assistant.
Correct.
Does that designation allow you to diagnose medical conditions?
No, it does not.
Okay. So when you saw Mr. Evans, he was in the hospital, correct?
Correct.
He had been admitted, correct?
Correct.
You don't know whether or not he had surgery, do you?
Correct.
And when you left the hospital, he was still in the hospital, correct? Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
And what
Jude, thank you.
hospital was
Thank you,
Mr.
Jude,
Evans
thank you.
admitted to? Do you recall?
St. Joe's. St. Joseph's in Ann Arbor.
So would it be fair to say that you don't have the medical training to determine whether someone is been seriously ill? You can't make that diagnosis, can you?
Correct.
So when you told the police that Mr. Evans was playing hurt, that was just your opinion, correct?
Yeah, my own feelings.
I have nothing further, Your Honor.
You got Bobby. Jude, thank you. You got Bobby. Thank you, Jude. Thank you.
Sir Garcia, you're gonna go with the officer and you're all set. We can release her, correct?
Yes.
Everybody. Shackelford, who's your next witness?
Nicole Dillard, and she's with Matt, if you can text him.
Nicole Dillard?
Correct, Your Honor.
I hate fast forwarding. I never get it right, ever. But here we go.
You can come right here.
Good enough.
And when you get here, if you can raise your right hand. Solemnly swear affirm the testimony you'll give in this matter will be the truth, so help you God. You have a seat. If you want, you can, if you're comfortable, we're social distance if you want to take your mask off, okay? Or you can leave it on if you want, whatever you're comfortable with.
May I, Your Honor?
Yep, go ahead.
Ma'am, can you state your name for me?
Nicole Dillard.
Okay, Miss Dillard, do you have some sisters?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me who your sisters are?
Patricia Dillard, Lavinia Dillard, and Jennifer Hall.
Okay, and does Patricia Dillard have a name she goes by, a nickname?
Blackie.
Okay.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, she's
You-
so soft.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, you know, when you're little and they talk about an outside voice, you're gonna have to, yeah, you gotta be louder. Your voice is super soft. And so, see that lady back there, raise your hand, Miss Watt. Yeah, she's gotta be able to hear you, okay? And that microphone in front of you doesn't amplify. So you literally just have to speak up.
Ma'am, do you, and your sister Lavinia Dillard, is that how you pronounce that?
Yes, ma'am.
And does she have a nickname?
Brady.
And Jennifer Hall, isn't the other sister you mentioned?
Yes,
What's
ma'am.
she go by?
Big Jen.
Okay. And can you tell me, do you know an individual by the name of Felicia Dillard?
Yes, ma'am.
And can you tell me, is she related to you in some way?
Yeah, she's my cousin.
Okay, whose daughter would she be?
She's my mom, twin sister, daughter.
Okay, okay, your mom's twin sister's daughter, okay. But she's not Lavinia, Jennifer, or Nicole, right? That's,
She what?
Felicia's mother is not one of your sisters.
No, she's
Okay.
my auntie.
Okay. And do you know an individual by the name of Shandon Groom?
Yes, ma'am.
And who is he to you?
My nephew.
All right, and you see him in court?
Yes, ma'am.
Well stipulate, Your Honor.
And I want to take you back to 2017. Do you recall, was Chico married at that time?
Yes, ma'am, I believe so.
All right, and who would he have been married to?
Charmaine,
Last name?
I think her last name is Johnson or something.
And do you remember in 2017 where they lived?
Off Bancroft somewhere.
You remember you met with police officers and gave a statement to Officer Craig McDonald?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and when you made that statement, do you recall giving an address you thought was 401 Bancroft?
I told him I didn't know the address. I just gave him the name or like the description of the apartments.
And ma'am, I want to take your attention back to June 22nd of 2017. You remember talking to Officer McDonald about that night?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And I want to ask you, did you work on that day?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
So,
And do you recall about what time you would have gotten home?
I don't remember if I worked mornings or night shift. I was thinking like I got home like 4 or something, I believe, because I had to pick my kids up from daycare first.
And when you got home, do you remember some people already being at your house?
Yes, ma'am.
Who was there?
It was my nephew, Shandon, Timothy.
I heard nephew, and I didn't hear what you said after that.
Shandon, Timothy.
And when you say Timothy, you're talking about Timothy Moore?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, do you see him present in the courtroom?
Yes,
Maria,
ma'am.
thank
we'll
you.
stipulate to
Thank you,
identification.
Maria. Thank you.
And were any other people at your house when you got there?
Yes, my sister Patricia and my sister Jennifer.
Okay, and do you remember telling officers that Reddy was there, which you've indicated is your sister Lavinia?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And do you recall, let me ask you this, do you know the relationship between Shandon Groom and Timothy Moore?
Cousins.
Cousins, okay. And when you got home that day, what were Shandon Groom and Moore doing at your house?
Timothy was going to do tattoos.
Okay. Did he do tattoos?
Yes.
Did you get a tattoo?
No.
Did other people that were there get tattoos?
Yes.
All right. And you remember, did you guys do anything besides get tattoos?
No.
And do you remember, ma'am, at some point, did you ask everyone to leave your residence?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And do you know approximately what time it was that you asked them to leave?
No, ma'am. I don't remember what time it was.
Okay. Do you remember when you spoke with Officer McDonald, telling him it was past
getting
dusk or
nighttime.
getting dark?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And at that time, did Timothy Moore and Shandon Groom leave your home?
Yes.
All right. And when they left your home, did they leave together?
Yes.
All right. And do you recall what type of vehicle they left in?
No, ma'am. I was still inside.
All right. And after they left your house, did your sisters, Jennifer and Nicole, or I'm sorry. Did Jennifer and Patricia and Lavinia leave?
Yes, everybody left.
Everybody left. All right. And did you see Timothy Moore or Shandon Groom after they left your house that night?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Do you know if they came back?
No, ma'am. So I went to sleep.
Okay. And did you have any contact with Felicia Dillard or Patricia Dillard about them asking you to be an alibi for the defendants?
Objection, Judge. It's asking for a question that's going to end up calling for hearsay. What someone else asked of this witness is not relevant to this case. So both hearsay and it calls for hearsay and relevancy.
I'll withdraw the question. I have no further questions, Judge.
Ms. Joseph.
Thank you. Good morning, or I think afternoon maybe now. Good afternoon, Ms. Dillard.
Still morning.
Still morning.
Still
Just
morning.
seems like it.
Okay.
It seems like it.
Good morning, Ms. Dillard. Okay, on direct exam, I believe you testified that you don't remember if you worked the day or night shift on June 22nd, 2017, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you don't know what time you were working on June 22nd, 2017, right?
It was the day shift, because it's still like daylight when I got.
Okay, but I think when the prosecutor was asking you said you didn't remember, right? So is your testimony today that you don't remember when you were working on June 22nd, 2017?
I thought the question she asked me was it day or nighttime when they left?
Okay, so do you recall what time you were working on June 22nd, 2017?
I don't remember. It was probably day shift. I got home, it was still daylight out.
Okay, all right. Do you remember when you were working on June 23rd, 2017?
No, ma'am. That's
Okay.
a long time.
I know it's a long time.
I don't even work there no more.
Okay, yep, I trust me, I know it's a long time ago. And in fact, it was almost 4 years ago, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and it's true that you don't remember what time it was that Mr. Moore left your house on June 22nd, 2017, right?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so you don't know if it was 10, 11, 12, you don't know what time it was, right?
Not the exact time, no, ma'am.
Okay, and you didn't see them walk out together and get in a car together that night, did you?
I don't know if they got in the car together. I was in the house with my kids.
Okay, so you didn't see Mr. Moore and Mr. Groom get into any car together, right?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and for all you know, they got in separate cars that night, right?
Impossible. I don't know. I didn't go outside.
Okay, and you stayed inside the whole time when they left,
Yes,
right?
ma'am. Kids.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you remember what color shirt you wore on June 22nd, 2017?
I had on scrubs.
Scrubs? Okay. Do you remember what you ate for dinner on June 22nd, 2017?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And so it's fair, it's true that it's possible you don't actually remember if Mr. Moore left your house that night, right?
Yes, they did leave my house. I put everyone out. I had to go to work the next morning early. I have toddlers. I was
Okay.
tired.
All right. But you don't know where Mr. Moore went that night, right?
That wasn't my business, no.
So no, you don't know,
Ma'am.
right? Okay. And you don't know if he went anywhere with Mr. Groom that night, right?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And Mr. Moore stayed with you a lot of times back in 2017, right?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so your testimony is today that he never stayed with you in 2017.
No, ma'am.
Okay, and so if there's other witnesses that say they picked him up from your house because he was staying with you, are they lying or are you lying?
They lying.
Okay. So your testimony, just so I'm crystal clear, is that Mr. Moore never stayed with you in 2017.
No, ma'am. He never stayed with me.
Now, did you tell police, and are you saying today that Mr. Moore never stayed with you in 2017 just because you don't want to get involved in all this? And I would understand if you said that.
No, ma'am.
No? Okay. And you're certain he never stayed with you at all in 2017?
No, ma'am.
Okay. He did some tattoos in your house though, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And he would post those tattoos on Facebook, right?
Yeah, his page, I don't know.
Okay. Nothing further, Judge.
Mr. Goldstein.
Ma'am, I'm not trying to pin you down, but want to talk about the time a little bit. When you got home, it was still daylight, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And it was probably late afternoon because you had to pick up your kids from daycare, is that right?
No, my kids was there. I had to go to sleep. I was exhausted
Okay,
from
sorry,
work.
sorry. I thought you said something about your kids in daycare earlier. I apologize. This is June. Do you know, so it was getting dark later at that point in time, wasn't it?
Yes.
Probably 7, 8, 9,
I don't know what time it was.
but it was not
dark,
early, yeah.
Dark. Yeah.
And it was around dusk, I think you said, when Mr. Moore and Mr. Groom left, is that right?
Yeah, like started getting nighttime.
Okay, so it would have been later, they'd been there for a few hours then.
Yeah.
And during that time that they were there, could you overhear conversations that were going on among the people that were there?
No, man. No, sir.
You didn't hear anybody talking about anything?
No.
So if I were to ask you whether you heard any conversations about a robbery or planning a robbery or anything like that, your answer would be no, you didn't hear that.
Correct.
Sorry?
Correct.
And just to clarify, when you testified on direct that Mr. Groom and Mr. Moore left together, what you mean is you saw them walk out the front door together.
Yes, sir.
Where they went once they walked out the front door, you have no idea.
No, sir.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ms. Watt, anything?
No,
Any follow-up, Ms. Shackelford?
just 1 second, Your Honor. No further questions.
Did I lose Jamie? Go ahead, come in. Officer Garcia. I'm gonna have you go with the, back out with the officer, okay, and then you're free to leave. Ms. Shackelford, who's the next witness?
Your Honor, the people are gonna call Lindsay Briley.
Spell the last name. Is it S-A-Y or S-E-Y?
Judge will have to
It's
ask
fine,
her, I'm
that's
sorry.
fine. What's the
His
last name?
last name is B-R-I-L-E-Y.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Your Honor, can I just go speak with an officer, just really briefly?
Go ahead.
Thank you.
It'll be on me tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I don't have any, we should have all my wipes or stuff. Okay, are we good? Ms. Shackelford, go ahead, the witness has been sworn.
Ma'am, can you state your name for the record, please?
Lindsay Ray Briley.
Miss Briley, I want to ask
How do you spell your first name?
Lindsey.
Last name B-R-I-L-E-Y?
L-E-Y, yep.
Okay, thank you.
Miss Briley, did you know back in 2017 an individual by the name of Egypt Covington?
Yes.
Okay, and can you tell me, how did you know her?
I met Egypt in 6th grade at North Middle School.
Okay, and in the summer of 2017 or June of 2017, did you have a friendship with her at that time?
Yes.
Okay, and ma'am, do you specifically recall the date of June 22nd, 2017?
Yes.
Okay, and can you tell me?
That was a Thursday, correct? June 22nd, 2017 was a Thursday. Sorry, I remember things better by days of the week.
Yeah, I
than
believe
do.
it's a Thursday, but I'm. Plumber, do you know?
Sorry, guys.
Yes,
How
okay. No, it's okay. So did you see Miss Covington on that day?
Yes.
And can you tell me how it was you saw her?
We went to yoga together.
Okay, and do you know where you went to yoga?
At Starseed Yoga in Canton.
Okay, and do you know what cross streets that's at?
Canton Center and Ford.
Okay. And do you know approximately what time you went to yoga with her?
I met her there for the second class, so I would have got there around 7:30, 7:40.
Okay.
And she was there for both classes, so she would have got there at like 6:30.
All right, so.
That's at night, PM.
PM, yes.
And so you went to that 7:30 yoga class with Miss Covington?
7:45.
7:45. And do you know what time that class would have ended?
8:45-ish.
All right. And when class ended, what did you do?
Generally class would end a little late and then we would take our time to get up anyways. And then we went to the parking lot and we chatted about life. Honestly, right now I can't recall much of it.
Okay. And do you know, so you got out of class at 8:45? Is that fair?
Yeah.
All right. And do you know how long you may have been in that parking lot having a discussion afterwards?
Maybe we left around 9-ish.
Okay. And Did you speak with Miss Covington any time after 9 p.m. on June 22nd? No? Okay. And you indicated you've been friends for years. Were you familiar with Miss Covington's residence?
Yes.
And can you tell me where that residence was?
On Hall Road.
And would that be in what city or township?
It's in Belleville, or something, I guess.
And let's do this. I'm going to show you what's been marked as People's Proposed Exhibit 12. It's the residence. Ma'am, approaching, Your Honor. Can I have permission to approach? Okay, thank you. Do you recognize what we're looking at in that photo, ma'am?
Yeah.
What's that a photo of?
Egypt's house.
All right, and do you see can you tell me a little bit about how, you've been there a lot, can you tell me how the house is laid out?
Positively.
Okay.
At the time of her death, when you walk in the front door, then there's two other doors. And then the left one was Egypt's, and then the right one was Megan and Steve's.
Okay, and does that photo, and I understand, I'm not asking you about what's on the porch or what's in front, but just, does this home accurately represent, let me finish, okay? Does it accurately represent how the house looked on that date, other than whatever might be sitting in front of it?
Yeah.
Move for admission of People's Proposed Exhibit 12.
Any objection?
No objection for exam purposes only.
No, Your Honor.
No.
It's admitted for exam purposes.
Okay, and then you indicated when you go to the residence that the first thing you see, so is it a duplex?
Yes.
All right, and when you go to it, is it like one of those duplexes where you can go to either door? All right, do you have to go through a threshold first?
Yeah, the first one.
Okay, and I'm going to show you a photograph. This is People's Proposed Exhibit 13. Do you recognize this area? Yes. What is on this photo? What is this photo?
Their front door.
All right, when you say their front door.
Megan, Steve, Egypt's front door.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If there are two homes inside there, right? This is the front door to both of the sides of the duplex.
You actually have to say yes or no.
Yes.
Thank you.
You know.
Yes.
Thank you.
And this is the front door that you would enter to get to either sides of the duplex?
Yes, that is the front door you would use to enter.
Move for admission of People's Proposed Exhibit 13.
None for objection purposes, for exam purposes.
Same, Your Honor.
Same, Your Honor.
It's admitted for exam
Thank you.
purposes.
And Your Honor, permission to publish as I go?
Go ahead. Have you seen these? Do you want to see them?
I've seen them, Your Honor.
We've seen that.
And ma'am, I'm going to show you here what I have marked as People's Proposed Exhibit 15. Do you recognize what's in this photo?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and what am I looking at in People's Proposed 15?
You are looking at, once you open the front door, the two doors that reside within the walk area. I don't know what you call that. The front entry.
Okay.
That'd be the front entry to the two doors.
All right, and I'm not asking about what's hanging on the wall, but other than that, does this accurately represent how that area would have looked in 2017?
Yes.
All right, and ma'am, do you see over on the right here, this, move for admission of People's Proposed 15?
Ms. Joseph?
No objection.
No objection, Your Honor.
SWAT?
No objection, Your Honor.
And, thank you, Judge.
Go ahead.
And do you see here this door that looks like it's open?
Yeah.
Would that have been the front door that you opened to get to the two doors?
Yes, that's the front door you would use.
Okay. And when I look at this photograph, I see a door on the left. Back in 2017, whose door was that?
Egypt.
All right, and I see a door on the right. Whose door was that?
Megan and Steve's.
All right, and do you know Megan's last name?
Megan Kopic and Steve Edwards.
All right, and do you know, did Egypt Covington have a relationship with Megan Kopic and Stephen Edwards?
Yes.
All right, can you just briefly explain the nature of that relationship?
Friendship.
All right.
I mean, we've all been friends for years.
Okay. And were Edwards and Kopic in a dating relationship?
Yes.
All right. So the door on the left, Miss Covington's, door on the right, Edwards and Kopic.
Yes.
Permission to publish.
Thank you.
Now, had you been in Miss Covington's, how frequently would you go into Miss Covington's residence?
Pretty frequently. I would say at least once a week.
And do you recall the layout of her apartment and what it looked like on the inside?
Yeah. Yes.
Approaching Your Honor with People's Proposed Exhibit 9.
Go ahead.
Ma'am, I'm showing you a photo. Do you recognize where this photo was taken?
This was when Egypt and Kyle Kopic lived together, and this was their house, yeah.
All right,
And we
so
were in Christmas.
So when you say Kyle Kopic, is Kyle Kopic related to Megan Kopic?
He is Megan Kopic's little brother.
All right, and did he live on the side of the duplex with Egypt?
Yes.
Okay, and do you see these, like, what is this that looks to appear to be around a door?
Christmas lights.
All right, and was this picture necessarily taken at Christmas time?
The Christmas lights were always there. I think this was a Christmas party, but the Christmas lights were generally there.
All right, and where is that door inside Miss Covington's home?
That's the back door.
Okay, so what room of her home would that back door be in?
She was an open layout for her living, dining, kitchen situation.
And do you recall, were those lights there in the summer of 2017?
To my memory, those lights have never left that door.
Okay. And Your Honor, I'd move for admission of People's Proposed Exhibit 9.
No objection. Mr.
None, Your
Goldstein?
Honor.
Ms. Watt?
No objection.
Admitted for purposes of exam.
Just a few more. Ma'am, I want to ask you just briefly, so the last contact you've testified was on the night of the 22nd around 9 p.m., right? Yeah. Did you talk to Egypt Covington after that time at any time?
No.
Okay. Did you at some point learn that something had occurred?
Yes.
All right. And what did you learn had happened?
I learned that she was dead. Do you want me to just break that down or?
No, let me ask you, did you learn that through, how did you learn it?
I learned that, so Megan Kopic's parents own the duplex, Gloria Kopic and Robert Kopic. Gloria Kopic called me to say that she heard that Egypt was dead because the police were going to the neighbor's house saying that. And the neighbors, Tracy Mercer, Dale Mercer, we went to school with their kids. We all been to school with each other for years, so, yeah.
And did you go to that home?
Yes,
Egypt's home?
Yes, I did.
All right, and do you know approximately when you got that notification and went to her home?
I was off of work. I had to drive home from Novi, 7 p.m.-ish, maybe.
And when you got to the location, were any other friends or family gathered there?
Mr. Kopic was there, Robert Kopic was there. The Mercers were like to the side. Curtis was there in his truck with police officers. And no.
Okay, who's Curtis?
Curtis was Egypt's boyfriend.
Now, you indicated that you had been in Miss Covington's apartment once a week at that time?
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm going to approach with People's Proposed Exhibit 29B. Ma'am, do you recognize what's in this photo?
Yeah, that's the back door to Egypt's house.
Okay, that's the back door is that the back door you said normally had Christmas lights on it?
Yeah.
Okay. And does this photo accurately depict how her living room looked in June of 2017?
Yeah, she really just had a couch and the TV and workout stuff.
Okay. And obviously this big blacked out area there wouldn't have been there, is that correct?
Correct.
But other than that, it accurately looks like it did then?
Yes.
Move for admission of People's Proposed Exhibit 29B.
No objection for
No
exam
objection.
purposes.
No objection.
That's admitted.
And ma'am, do you see this table that this TV is on?
Yes.
Had that been there at the time in June of 2017?
Yes.
Okay. Permission to publish.
Thank you.
And Miss Briley, when you went to that residence on that day, are you also friends with Stephen Edwards and Megan Kopic?
Yes.
Okay, did you, on June 23rd, when you went to the scene, after you learned of Egypt's death, did you go into Egypt's house on that day?
Not on that day, no.
Did you go into Stephen Edwards' house on that day?
On the 23rd, that Friday, no.
Okay. At some point, do you recall looking in on dogs?
Yes, I did. On Saturday, I would have went on there.
Okay, so that would have been the 24th? All right, and can you tell me what you were going there to do?
To let the dogs out on the right side, Megan and Steve's side.
Okay. And
The dog's out.
you going and do that?
Yeah.
All right, did you see any marijuana in their apartment when you went in?
Yes.
Okay, and can you tell me where you saw it?
If I remember, to the best of my memory, right? If I remember correctly, there would have been like shaky, not like great marijuana, but shaky marijuana, like in buckets, kind of there, maybe like orange Home Depot buckets to the side. Like if you walked into their house, it's laid out differently now, but at one point it was a mirror. So when you walked into their house, it would have been just like kind of by the kitchen, living room entry area.
All right,
Can I just clarify? You're talking about in Megan and Steve's.
And Megan and Steve's house,
Thank you.
yes.
Thank you.
And those buckets, you said like, are you talking about like Home Depot? Like, I don't know how many gallons they are buckets?
5-gallon Home Depot.
All right, and do you recall approximately how many of them there were?
Just a few, maybe 3,
Okay.
4 maybe.
Okay. I just need 1 second, Judge. Miss Briley, did you know a phone number for Egypt Covington in June of 2017?
Yes.
Okay, and do you know what that number was?
It ended in 7090.
Give me just 1 second, Your Honor. No further questions.
With Joseph.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Now, Ms. Briley, you don't know Timothy Moore, right?
No.
And you obviously spent a lot of time with Ms. Covington.
Yes.
Right? And you spent a lot of time with her back in 2017, right?
Yes.
And during all the time you spent with her, she never mentioned Timothy Moore, right?
No, ma'am.
And you never saw her hanging out or talking to Mr. Moore back in 2017, right?
No, ma'am.
And in fact, you've never seen or heard her talk about Timothy Moore ever, right?
No.
As far as you know, she did not know Mr. Timothy Moore, right?
As far as I know, she did not know Timothy Moore.
And I think previously you've agreed that, like many women, we sometimes develop a type of attraction to certain types of men. And I think previously you indicated she might have a type where she typically liked older white men. Is that right?
Yeah.
Just in general, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And obviously my client does not fit that type of man that she might be attracted to, who might be an older white man, right?
I mean, I don't like to talk for people. Out of her 2 main relationships, yes, they were older white men. Did she date other men of color or women or other people? Yes. So.
Okay, thank you. You last saw her on June 22nd, 2017, and it was your understanding that Curtis Meadows was going to be moving in with her soon, right?
Yes.
Okay, and she, I think, wanted to clean up her house before he moved in, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so you didn't actually see her house on June 22nd, 2017, right?
No,
Okay. And so you don't know what, if any, cleaning she might have done or if she would have moved anything around that day, right?
no, yeah, I would not have known if she did anything that day, correct?
Okay. You testified that on June 24th, 2017, you went to take care of Steve Edwards' dogs.
Yes.
In the right side of the duplex, right?
Yes.
Okay, and on that date, you didn't see anything that seemed to be kind of out of place, right?
It looked the same as it always did.
Okay. So nothing was knocked over or anything like that looked as if someone had came in and robbed the place, right?
No.
And there was marijuana that was still there when you went in, right?
Yes.
Okay, but I think you said that marijuana was marijuana shake. Is that correct? How you would describe it?
I mean, yeah, yes.
Okay. All right. Miss Covington was a well-liked woman, wasn't she?
Yes.
Okay. And as far as you know, the only person that she had any issues with was a Kenny Mihalik, right?
I mean, everybody had issues with everybody. So, I mean, to say the only person that existed in the world that she had issues with was Kenny McCulloch wouldn't be true. But at the time of her death, for our knowing, yes.
Okay, and you've told that to police before during interviews, right? That you told police that the only person that you could think of in the world that would have issues with her was Kenny, right?
Yes, but also given the stance of the investigation, that was everybody's notion and what they were being given.
So it sounds like what you're saying is that just about everyone thought it was Kenny who murdered her, right?
No, not everybody.
Okay. So it sounds like you're saying most people suspected that it was Kenny who murdered her.
I don't like to speak for other people.
Okay, well, I'm just asking because your testimony said, given the information we had, that's what everybody thought. It was
Given
kind of
the
my
information
understanding.
at the time that we were being given by police, Van Buren police, that was what the notion was. But I understand that things change over time too.
Back in 2017, not many people had the code to Miss Covington's front door, did they?
No.
Okay, you didn't have the code to her front door back in 2017, right?
No.
Okay, but Kenny did have the code to her front door back in 2017, right?
I can't guarantee that.
Okay, so if you told police in previous interviews that you knew that Kenny had the code to her front door,
I said
true?
in previous interviews I believed he should have it, but I said I didn't know then
Okay.
too.
So is your testimony today then that you believe that he likely had her code back in 2017?
Yes.
Okay. And do you also believe that he, back in 2017, watched her dog Ruby a lot?
Yes.
Okay. And he, in fact, watched her dog while she was out of town, right?
Yes.
And that was in her house, right?
I don't know for sure.
Okay. There were some arguments between Kenny and Miss Covington about a Tina Fitzsimmons. Are you aware of those?
Not like the degree of them or like what was said, if you will.
Okay, but you're aware that there was
arguments, yes.
Okay. You're also aware that about a month before Miss Covington's death, Kenny, I'm sorry, strike that. You're aware about a month before Miss Covington's death that she got into a car accident, right?
Yes.
Okay. I can relate. I have bad luck with cars, so I understand that.
Same.
And after crashing her car, it's your understanding that she drove Kenny's spare car.
Yes,
Right.
like a Mercury or something, if I remember, maybe a Buick.
Okay. And then shortly before her death, it's your understanding that Kenny paid for a down payment for her to get a new vehicle, right?
Yes, or helped her with one.
Okay. All right. So he gave her some money to get a new vehicle, right?
Yes.
Okay. And she actually drove that new vehicle to the yoga class you all did together on June 22nd, 2017, right?
Yes.
Okay. And it was your understanding that they weren't dating on June 22nd, 2017, right? Her and Kenny.
They were not dating.
Okay. And did you find it strange that they weren't dating, but he was giving her money for a car.
She said that they were still friends.
Objection, hearsay.
I'm not asking, my question didn't call for hearsay. I'm asking for her opinion, but
Give me the question again.
my question was, did you find it strange that they weren't dating, yet he gave her money for a down payment on a car?
What's your objection?
Well, I was more objecting to the response to the question where she started the question with, she said.
Oh, yeah. She asked for your opinion.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you can give her your opinion, but not what Ms.
Okay.
Covington said.
Okay.
Understand?
Yeah, that makes sense. They were friends.
Okay. Was it your understanding that Kenny wanted to be more than friends with Miss Covington?
I don't know.
Okay, so based on your conversations with Miss Covington, you have no idea whether Kenny wanted to date her or not.
And Your Honor, I guess I'm going to object to hearsay.
Well, it's already asked and answered. She said she doesn't know.
Yeah, and I can't answer it without saying she said.
So,
I'll move on. Kenny and Miss Covington, they had some fights that you're aware of, right?
Yes.
Okay, and there were times when Kenny punched holes in walls, right? Sorry, what was it?
Yes.
Okay. And there were many times when he would drink, become intoxicated, and fight with Miss Covington, right?
Yes. Yes. I saw him drink, but again, this is like a she said situation. I think that's traveling that way.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Okay. No, I want to make sure I answer it right too, so you know.
Okay. And were you at the Strawberry Festival a week before Miss Covington's death with her?
No.
In your opinion, was Miss Covington physically strong?
Yes.
Nothing further, Judge. Thank you.
Mr. Goldstein.
Thank you.
Ms. Briley, in the time prior to her death, Ms. Cummings' death, did you ever hear her use the name Shandon Groom?
No.
I'm going to ask you to look at the gentleman seated on your left side from where you're sitting, my right side. You ever seen this gentleman before?
No.
No, never saw him around Egypt or around the house or anything like that.
Not to my memory, sir.
Okay, I have nothing further.
Ms. Watt.
I just have a couple of questions, if you don't mind.
Thank you.
How are you this afternoon?
Good, and yourself?
I'm well, thank you. You've indicated that you were at Ms. Covington's home on the 24th. Would that be fair to say that
Yeah.
you were there?
Yes, ma'am.
Prior to the 24th, do you recall when the last time you had been at her home?
I wouldn't be able to give you a date, probably sometime prior that week.
Okay. And when you say you were at her home, did you go inside of her home?
Yes.
Can we just have clarification are you asking about the 24th or the week before?
The week before.
Okay.
She said the week before.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Any
Just
redirect?
one. On the 24th, you were just asked, did you go into Miss Covington's home? On the 24th, did you go into her home?
No.
All right. Did you go to the duplex?
Yes.
But whose house did you go into?
Megan Kopic and Steve Edwards' house.
Okay, I have no further questions.
Officer Garcia, you can go with the officer, and you're free to leave.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Shackelford, who's your next witness?
I'm looking right now.
Oh,
to
okay.
See who I have out there.
Yep,
Just
no,
need
that's
one
fine.
second.
Gotta use the bathroom. Can you let him go? Ken.
Your Honor, the people are gonna call Caitlin, Kaitlyn, Covington, Cree, Cree. I believe it's hyphenated.
Okay.
Oh, this might be a little sad. We're going to save Caitlin for tomorrow. We've been at it 2 hours. That went so quick. It feels like I just started. Guys, this is so good. I can't believe it. All right. Thank you so much for coming out today. I really appreciate it. We're going to pick up tomorrow where we left off today and get to the end of a probable cause hearing. I'm going to start OJ. So I'll see some of you there. Bye, guys. Have a great day.
Well, I thought I'd write a happy song. I found a chat room where I belong. You don't know how much it means to me. With such a groove, I'm less lonely. Oh, Kathy's the creator, she's leading the way. At court vibes, we laugh and we stay. Her smile shines bright, she's got that grace. Come join the fun, it's a welcome and play. I can count on distraction from my pain, 'cause this creator takes you there and back again. Kathy is the heart here, always in stride. Her work is hard, but her joy she can't hide. Oh, Kathy's the creator, she's leading the way. At court vibes, we laugh and we stay. Her style is classy, she's always top shelf. Don't take my word, come and see for yourself. Her cases are new with a twist or two. I really like them, I believe you will too. A little lifeline passed along in rhyme. Why don't you join us? It's a guaranteed good time. Oh, Kathy's the creator, she's leading the way. At court vibes, we laugh and we stay. Her smile shines bright, she's got that grace. Come join the fun, it's a welcoming place. And so in conclusion, I'll wrap up this song. I hope I didn't miss anything that would be wrong. Hope I see you around. Don't stay on the shelf, join in the laughter. Come and see for yourself.